Remember this video.
You answer questions properly, you give us information well articulate. There will be more challenges. They come inherently with being a female leader. But we all have, issues that we might not have handled properly, and you should take it in that spirit and continue to fight. I thought Winnie Mandela died, but Winnie Mandela has multiplied. Thank you very much.
I receive. Thank you.
So that lady is Andrea Johnson. She is the head of the Investigating Directorate Against Corruption, known as IDEC. Now, she is currently under heavy scrutiny at the Madlanga Commission because her unit's handling of a complaint linked to senior crime intelligence officers is now being tested in public. Now, in the latest hearings, Johnson conceded that IDEC had no legal mandate to investigate Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo, and she also said that she applied the wrong legal test when assessing a Section 27 affidavit linked to Member of Parliament Fadil Adams. Now, separately, she has invoked her right against self-incrimination over allegations that she leaked a police docket to Major General Feroz Khan. Now, her testimony has become a test of whether IDEC followed the law when it moved against crime intelligent figures. Now, the commission had had criticism that she misunderstood Section 27 process, agreed to investigate without the right legal basis, and could not clearly explain some of the paperwork that should have supported the probe. Now, Judge Mbuyisani Madlanga also pressed her on why IDEC did not simply tell the minister that it could not act without proper statutory referral. Now, the wider scandal began after KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi made explosive public allegations in July 2025 that senior police and political figures had interfered in investigations and that criminal syndicates had infiltrated law enforcement. Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa then placed Police Minister Senzo Mchunu on leave and established the Madlanga Commission to investigate claims of criminality, political interference, and corruption across the criminal justice system. So Andrea Johnson first came under public attention in Parliament's ad hoc committee in November 2025, where she explained IDEC's role in the complaints linked to Adams, Khumalo, and the broader crime intelligence dispute. Now, Parliament later said that she addressed allegations about Khumalo's arrest, IDEC's work on the Matlala matter, and even questions about her husband's employment in crime intelligence. And she later acknowledged that in hindsight, she could have recused herself from her husband's interview process. And then the trial began before the commission itself. Now, the ad hoc committee record shows that Adams' complaint was referred on 22 November 2024. A Section 28 authorization followed on 6 December 2024, and dockets and documents were handed over on the 9th of December 2024. Now, by January 2025, the Brooklyn matter was on the court roll, and by June 2025, the Khumalo matter was enrolled. Then in June 2025, Khumalo and other officers were arrested. In July 2025, Mkhwanazi's public allegations triggered the national inquiry. And currently, the Madlanga hearings turned to a separate but related allegations. That Johnson shared a police docket with Feroz Khan, and Eyewitness News reported that Johnson invoked her right not to incriminate herself on this issue, saying the matter was already before the NPA and awaiting a decision on prosecution. And here's a short timeline for major events. Now, on the 22nd of November 2024, Adams' complaint was referred into the IDEC process. Then on the 6th of December 2024, Section 28 authorization was granted. Then on the 9th of December 2024, dockets and supporting documents are handed over, and on January 2025, the Brooklyn matter appears on the court roll. Then by June 2025, the Khumalo matter was then enrolled, and on the 26th of June 2025, Khumalo and other senior officers were arrested. And then from the 6th to the 13th of July 2025, Mkhwanazi's allegations led to Ramaphosa launching the Madlanga Commission and placing Mchunu on special leave. Then on the 6th of November 2025, Johnson testified before Parliament's ad hoc committee. And from the 21st to the 23rd of July 2026, Johnson testifies before the Madlanga Commission, invokes self-incrimination on the Khan docket issue, and is pressed on the legal basis for the Khumalo investigation. And her testimony could help show whether IDEC was lawfully investigating corruption or IDEC was part of the corruption. What are your thoughts?